Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. And I feel right back at you. Right back at you. Thank you very much for that. That's so nice of you. And, oh, have you heard? Did you hear about Pam Dauber? Nothing. But you were curious, weren't you? All of a sudden, what about Pam Dauber? What happened? I got your attention because I wanted to, so this is what I'm talking about right now. As soon as you say, did you hear, everybody's ears perked up. Everybody was like, ooh, there's information. We're going to get information coming in. We're going to get the scuttlebutt. We're in on a scoop. You know, we're getting it through the grapevine. What's the skinny? You know, all the information, the buzz, the 411. And basically what all that is, no matter how you phrase it, that's right, Tony, no matter how you phrase it, it's all, we're spreading rumors and gossip like crazy. Everybody's into all that stuff. No matter how you start out the phrase, it's gossip. And we all like to think that we're above it, but it's so hard not to get caught up in it, isn't it? It's like, and somehow when you're telling somebody something, and if you whisper, somehow it's not as big a deal, like you're not really gossiping. You know, there are people who like to gossip, and you know those people. Everybody has a friend who always has some kind of information about everybody, and you should never. This is just, keep this in mind. Never trust anyone who starts off with, just between you and me. I promise you're the 12th person that they've said that to. I assume that people know these tabloids are not truthful. The tabloids have all kinds of stories in them, and I assume that people know that they're not real, but we just want to believe it. When we're passing by and you see Florence Henderson keeps a Martian lover in her basement, we want to know how she keeps the Martian in the basement and what happens, and you know, and gossip. We really can't blame what's going on because you trace it back actually to the cavemen. And I've done many studies on the cavemen, you know that. And the cavemen were the first tabloids, basically. You know how they drew on the side of the caves? And they found things, and we've studied for years. And when I say we, I mean the scientists and myself. And but the sides of caves are full, if you really analyze it, full of like gossipy things. They just found one recently. I was reading in the National Geographic that they studied it, and it basically said, UGG indicted for embezzling rocks from Irk. And, yes. And then also, recently they found Wilma can't take it anymore, walks out on Fred. Yes, it's been around for a long, long time. Gossip it's evil. It really is. And eventually, you have to think, you know, it's gonna bite you in the ass. When you're spreading rumors, it destroys friendships, it ruins marriages. And the next time you go to say something to somebody, I just really want I want you to ask yourself, is it worth it? And usually it is, because, oh, it's Monday. You know what that means. It's time for, what are you doing while you're watching? I like when it just peters out. Nick Perry from Campbell, California says, Dear Ellen, hi, my name is Nick, and I'm 11 years old. I'm homeschooled, and I like to watch your show. I'm having trouble with my times tables. I pray with you every day to help me memorize my times tables. It's not working. Do you think those books on the stump can help? I can't wait for an answer from Nick Perry. Well, first of all, Nick, it's got to be a little distracting to be in front of a 60-inch TV right there to be trying to do your times tables. And that's a lot of stereo equipment. Hopefully you're studying to be a electronic. All right, and check for the books on the stump. I'll see what that can do for you. I don't know how. I've never really checked out the... Oh, look at this. I didn't even notice this right here. Yeah, look at this. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4 is 28. I don't know where you are as far as homeschooling. I'll skip to the back of the book and see if it goes further up. Yeah, 1,258 times 142 is 178,636. And of course, 1,258 times 143 is 179,894. So I hope that helped you out, Nick. All right? Yeah. I love to help. Melanie Staley from Berlin, Connecticut. Dear Ellen, meet the newest addition to our family. This is Peyton Teresa, the baby, not the guy. The guy is Dan, my husband. She was born while we were watching your show on March 31st. I've heard you mention that before we should stop trying to do stuff while we're watching because it makes it difficult to pay attention to the show. Boy, you ain't whistling Dixie, sister. Anyway, my labor wound up kicking into high gear right at 4 o'clock when your show came on, and Peyton was born at 4:30. Needless to say, because I couldn't focus 100% on the show, the only thing I remember is looking up and seeing you and Jerry O'Connell jumping up and bumping stomachs. It's a weird visual to have etched in my brain because I have absolutely no idea what the context for the bumping was. There was quite a bit of noise in the delivery room, and I couldn't hear the television. My point is that people really do need to put down what they're doing so they can get the full benefit of your show. Next time I have a child, I'll try to better plan my timing. Thank you so much for bringing a little sunshine into my afternoon every day, Melanie Staley. Okay, that is really, really sweet. And if you look at the screen, I'm interviewing Raquel. What's Raquel? The girl from Castro, I think. And she was on right after Jerry O'Connell. So you gave birth actually during the first guest, and then Jamie Oliver came on. He was the second guest, so you probably cleaned the baby and dressed it before this guest came on. So, all right, here's the thing. Every viewer should know this. It's very efficient when your baby is born to get it cleaned up as fast as possible to see the third guest. All right, so we went back through the episode to see what happened to catch you up on the show, and exactly 30 minutes into the show, this is exactly what was happening. This is what you missed when the baby came out.
Calm down! Stop it! All right, Pa, you definitely
I'm
have
God!
Whoa, okay.
Okay, so, of course, on guard, which is French for push. And, glad to help. And then Janice Woolery and her sister Lisa Woolery from Kansas City, Missouri. Popular gals. And dear Ellen, I tape your show every day and watch after I get home from work. I knit while I'm watching your show and have come to use the knitometer to measure how funny you are. The funnier you are, the faster I knit. As you can see by the enclosed picture, you must be very funny. My family has enough vests, sweaters, and scarves to last a lifetime. I made this baby blue V-neck vest during one of your funnier monologues in mid-knit. I'm mid-knit in the picture. Love your humor, love your show. Hoo, 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 hoo to Tony. Holla to the PAs. Dear God, Ellen, help us. You always have to be so funny, Lisa Woolery. All right, so they did send me this, she knitted me this vest. Well, first of all, I want to say that I like that they enjoy the show. They'd probably enjoy it a lot more if they faced the television. But I guess if I was a little funnier, I would have had sleeves on the sweater. I didn't get... And I like that your name's Woolery and you knit. I like that a lot. All right, and then we have Kimberly Grew from Derry, New Hampshire. Dear Ellen, my 12-month-old son, Arik, and I love your show. We never miss an episode. When he hears your theme song, he starts to clap his hands. I've enclosed pictures of him watching your show and wearing his favorite T-shirt. Sincerely, Kimberly Grew from New Hampshire. And 12 months old, that's almost a year. And so that's adorable, and I appreciate it. It's sweet, but I can tell you right now, that is a piece of tape they put over an I Heart T-shirt of some sort. And so we had our team uncover that to see what's really under there. Let's see what that shirt really says. I see.